Alrighty guys, so today here on the wonderful, lovely gaming Matty Rocks, today we're going to mainly talk about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, the first weekend beta review. Um, I'm going to tell you the pros, the cons, the things, the maps that I dislike, the maps I like, the um, the things that are important, the things that are not important, or the things that um, great great weapons, things along those lines, everything that's about it. But um, before we get into that, I do have to self promote myself. I'm self promoting myself for a couple of things. These are not like if you want to skip, you can skip it. I don't care. It's whatever. But I do have a secondary channel um, called Sneakers Matty Rocks. I have not uploaded that in quite some time. I do have an item coming out this week, an item coming in that will be added to a new video I'm working on that was supposed to be out a while ago, and I just haven't gotten to even starting working on it. But I will get that out for it. But I will tell you this: if you go down and click on the link that I shared with you, I also have another thing down there that I'm going to show you. Um, that is going to be limited to content that I cannot say here on YouTube. But I have trying to get some ideas, utilizing some AI content, the stuff that um through it all to get some understanding, to create some ideas, getting some ideas to create for video content for that. So if you want to see content like that, that's a great way to do so. Um, anyway, yeah. So, back to what we were going to talk about for the Modern Warfare weekend. There won't be any gameplay content. There is stuff on this channel, but I don't usually when I do talking. You guys can put this behind you or do something else in the background. Because to be honest, this is just going to be me talking for this review. Um, to be honest, going through and playing Modern Warfare, or being able to play Modern Warfare through through it all, I have played every single Call of Duty. I have enjoyed almost every single Call of Duty. Um, I will tell you, um, for the past since basically the Wii days. To be honest, it was the first time I touched a multiplayer Call of Duty playing on the Wii with the with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 1 on the Wii. It was the first time I got into really kind of liking Call of Duty in some regards, where I started getting into it. Um, I've never really could get into the Modern Warfare 1 or World at War or any of those because of the way that it was being done and set up for the Wii. But to be honest, I didn't have the um, I didn't have a PS3. I didn't have an Xbox 360 at the time. Um, and we got to whatever. But I've been playing Call of Duty for that long. And to be honest, playing the Modern Warfare weekend one, I will tell you, they always have some things that they do work on and things that need to be changed and stuff. But the stuff that I do kind of have the cons about Modern Warfare 4, and I'm going to tell you the biggest con is that skill-based matchmaking. I liked the way that they did it with Black Ops 7. Okay, I'm not. I can get behind not having omni movement because that's one of those things that's a con about this is not having omni movement. But I can get over it. That one I can get over a lot easier. Um, that is just better for a lot of things. But go as I was kind of going throughout the weekend, I like the campaign. The campaign's not too terrible. To be honest, I always loved the Modern Warfare 1, the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. Modern Warfare 3 campaign, didn't like that one. That one was horrible. I did not like the Cold War campaign for what it's worth, but that's a different Call of Duty. This isn't Infinity Ward. This is that one isn't Infinity Ward, I don't think. We're talking about Infinity Ward here. Um, and to be more precise, um, uh, the the other cons that I do see a lot with this is I don't mind the fast time to kill in a lot of these games. I'm somebody that actually likes action packed, quick maps, um, quicker time to kills in games. Okay, I'm fine with that. I just do not like the fact of the map selection that we have this time around. Um, the maps are what really drive me bonkers. Because in Black Ops 6, the maps were not super great, but they weren't like super bad either. Um, but this one, kind of the worst map in this entirety of all of it is the the quote unquote um shipment of this game. I think it's like Transit 213. Um, I'm not liking that map. I absolutely don't like it because but then at the same time, a lot of these maps, like I have not, like I can't get to find kills, I can't get anywhere to find things, and the spawns are not great either. Because a lot of times I will find spawns, and then I'm constantly switching spawns, constantly not finding the way that needs to be done, um, for the multiplayer stuff. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the multiplayer, as a lot of people think. I have been um especially a fan of a lot of these um different Call of Duties like Black Ops 7. I will tell you, out of the Black Ops series, just to go and nag on the other company that's making better Call of Duties. Black Ops tends to Black Ops Black Ops franchise. I really enjoyed the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, and I have enjoyed the Black Ops 7. Not the new Black Ops 1 and 2. I'm talking the old Black Ops 1 and 2. But the current Black Ops franchise. Um I absolutely like 7. Um for the multiplayer side of things, the campaign I didn't like very much, but that's nor here or there to be for what it's worth. But the zombies, great. Love the zombies. I'm absolutely a big fan of zombies. I've always been a fan of every zombies that have come out, except for Vanguard, and Modern Warfare 3. Every other Call of Duty that has come out with a zombies, they're great, great for what it's worth for every zombies and maps and things like that. But within this one, um, the the weapon selection's great. I love the weapons. I pretty much basically only used a few handful of weapons, but still they're decent enough. They're great. The maps could be a little bit more desirable for it. Um but to be honest, the only the biggest con that I will say is the skill based matchmaking. I hate when I go in, I play a match that I'm dominating in the match, and then the next match I'm kind of dominating, but then the third match I'm kind of like SOL because I hate that. I hate that kind of thing. I think it should be more of a, if you're gonna do skill based matchmaking, you should do it. And I'm gonna say this, like, you should really take skill based matchmaking into consideration and putting a balance, making it a balanced matches for both, and then just keep the balancing on both players. I actually kind of realized this, that I talked about this the other day, when I was doing a preliminary kind of video that I was going to record for YouTube, and you can still see it on Twitch. Um, but where not the zombies, but the skill based matchmaking, um, I think it should be basically still have the skill balance, but it should be a skill balanced matchmaking, where it should be balanced to where your team and the other team are kind of balanced enough that we're going to kind of have occasionally the other team wins and occasionally the other team wins, but it's all the same players and it's just consistently that way. And it wouldn't be quite open necessarily, but it would be better for it. And I think that would be an ideal thing if they can ever do it. I think you can get it done for a lot of these things. But the other one is the importance of going through and understanding the differences on it. Now, to understand that um that's the only thing I have it. And the one last thing I do quite don't like about it is Infinity Ward doesn't quite always listen to their fans. They don't always quite listen. I really think that we should have Ninja and Ghost. Like I like to play. Sometimes a lot of people like to play stealthy, and I know that should be the case. It should be that Ninja Ghost should be separated from where it's at, or at least be allowed for us to um you know to take into consideration that you use both, you only get both. You can't get the third perk or something like along those lines. Because I like to play stealthy, I think we should be having stealth as a thing in Call of Duty because, you know, I think it's warranted. I think it should be warranted for when it's largest, when it's a smaller, when it's warranted for what it's worth. Smaller size maps, big size maps, whatever. Um, I'm always a kind of person that likes to have ninja and ghosts to being more silent, and being more hidden. Um, I still run and gun, but I like to have both running and gunning, but also be silent about it. Um, and that's the one thing I don't miss about that I do think that should be here. But to be honest, um, I will say this: going out and playing Call of Duty from the history of playing Call of Duty from for not the history, but for playing in this one, the good things I like it are mostly the maps. The maps, there's only one map that I kind of like. I said Transit 213. Black Ops 6. Kind of there was two maps that I kind of like meh. But right now there's only been one map that I dislike, and I'm happy with the maps. I'm happy with most of the things that they're doing. The fast time to kill, I love that. I like that kind of thing. But I don't like um the way that they are going about with the spawns a little bit. I think the spawns need to be adjusted, um, and things like that. And I hope that it's adjusted in the open beta. Um, and but I do like most of the Call of Duties. I think it's really fantastic. I think it's great. Um, and that is fantastic. I will say Modern Warfare 4, like I said, most all of these Call of Duties are always going to be never going to reach that full 10 potential because there's always something wrong. There's always a few things wrong about each individual Call of Duty that is there. To be honest, I think we should really get a Call of Duty Online and just get a Call of Duty Online, combine Black Ops 1, combine all the Black Ops maps, combine all the Modern Warfare maps and all the World War II maps and just combine it all, put it under one roof. All of the maps. I'm talking every map that has ever been released for including ghosts, including ghosts, include that in here as well, and just make it so that everything. Don't I wouldn't say include the advanced movement maps. Just to the default movement type of maps and bring it all into one roof, and then basically allow us to bring us a whole set of weapons, and bring us like the most popular, um, bring us the modern warfare weapons, bring us the most Black Ops 6 weapons. I mean, like Black Ops 7 weapons, Black Ops 6, whatever, and just combine both of those, and then bring in the Ghost set of weapons, just kind of offset everything, and just go. And just take these games and just go and play these games with all of those weapons, and just let us play. Let us have free roam of it. And that'd be my ideal Call of Duty, to be more precise. But anyway, but I will say the best thing I did like about it, I did like the campaign. I just hope that they don't put Ghost and all these other characters that have previously been in, that they're kind of like transitional characters. Like they are characters that they're here, but then they start transitioning into a new set of people, so that we get newer people going in and throughout all of this. Um. So, anyway, um, I will say going throughout this whole weekend, it wasn't too bad, but there could have been some work. We'll see how well weekend 2 goes. And we'll talk about the weekend 2 stuff Um next week when it's all said and done. So, anyway, I will be playing a lot of that this week. Playing a lot of Modern Warfare, a lot of Call of Duty. Um and that. So, anyway, if you guys want to see all of the Call of Duty content, um, shameless plug. A lot of Call of Duty is not streamed in the afternoons unless it's campaign, single player content mostly involved. So if you haven't catched any of the Modern Warfare campaigns or some of the older campaigns throughout the series, um, then make sure that you guys hit that follow. Hit that subscribe here on YouTube. You guys can check out the the very first Modern Warfare campaign, or you guys can check out the Black Ops 7 campaign here as well. Um, or the Black Ops 6 campaign, whichever I will give you that, and then you guys can check out a video the from my secondary channel. I'm here. And if you guys want to see a lot of the multiplayer side of things, I do a Twitch side of things, but that's only at night. I do YouTube in the afternoon exclusively, with some multiplayer content. Mainly I try to stick to single player campaigns, creative games, RPGs, things along those lines. Um, and then you guys can check night streams for a lot of the Fortnite, a lot of the Call of Duty. Occasionally, I might throw in the afternoon a Fortnite, or I might throw in an afternoon for Call of Duty, for those multiplayer stuff when I need to get a battle pass finished, or when I need to um, do that. So, anyway, yeah. So check out the Modern Warfare campaign, check out a Black Ops campaign, and um, check out the secondary channel, and we will catch you guys later.